Hi, I'm Ian White. I'd like to introduce you to Boab.
Addisonian Gregori. This is the Australian Boab. In Africa they call it the Baobab, we call it the Boabs. And this is a remedy dealing with family patterns. A lot of Aboriginal women in the Kimberleys, when they're about to go into labour, if it coincides with the flowering of this tree, which is in the wet season, someone will go collect the flowers, the woman will go off by herself when she's starting labour, dig a hole and deliver the baby into those Boab-lined holes. Because it's known that it will clear the negative family patterns so they're not passed on to the next generation. So if there's someone who is really angry, got a bad temper, it's a good chance that their offspring are likely to have that same pattern as well. Boab is also in the Abund essence because it's clearing negative beliefs around money that have been passed down through the family. Also, it's in the relationship essence. A lot of people will repeat the same type of relationship that their parents had. By working with the Boab, you get to keep all the good aspects, but help let go of some of those negative ones that can occur in a relationship. And many parents often, catch themselves saying something to a young child and they think to themselves, that's my father, that's my mother saying that. Where'd that one come from? So these patterns get very well established. In fact, 90% of our beliefs in the subconscious are formed by the age of 3. From conception to age 3, we're forming most of them. And of course, we're modelling our parents. We think our parents are perfect, godlike figures. And when we're 1 or 2, we don't have that intellectual discernment to realise, gee, Dad's got a few problems, or Mum's a bit neurotic, or whatever it might be. So we just take on board a lot of their behaviours. So the Boab's a very powerful one, helping you to come back to the true essence of who you are and letting go of all that emotional baggage. Hi, Ian here. I'm with the prison tree. This is just outside of Derby in the Kimberley region, the northwest of Australia. Very old tree behind me. It's over 1,300 years old. And this is where I prepare the Boab essence. Boab is helping clear those negative family patterns which get passed down from generation to generation. It's a very sacred tree for the Aboriginal people in this area. It got its name, the prison tree, because Aboriginal prisoners in the 19th century were being brought in to Derby for trial, mainly for killing cattle to protect the water supply that the cattle were drinking. So they'd been put in chains, they'd be kept here overnight before going the next 10 kilometres to Derby, the capital of this region, administrative capital, where there'd be the trial. So energetically, energy was quite dense inside the tree, needed clearing out, but Boab also has that quality. It's in the space clearing of helping to shift heavy energies. Not as powerful as angel sword, but still working in that region as well. If we look up, there are a number of seeds on the tree. The very top here, what you can see. In Chinese medicine, ancestral qi is stored in the kidneys. And of course, the Boab is working on the energy of the family patterns. The good thing about this tree, it was really easy to get up, to climb to the crown where the flowers are. Most of the Boab trees can be many meters before it branches. It's only branching at the crown, and to climb up to get flowers is almost impossible. So this has got so squat that it's easy to climb up and get there. And the actual first essence was prepared. The bowl was actually in the tree with the water and the flowers in there. It's a very powerful essence made from a very powerful tree. We have a lot of bees. This is the entrance to the prison tree. Hollow opening up to the top. So you can imagine 20 people all being chained and kept inside. The energy needed a lot of clearing in the tree, inside the hollow, although the energy up the top was very pure where the essence was made. The bowl was actually put on the tree with the water and the flowers in there. It flowers in the beginning of the wet season, December, January. The good thing about one of these boab trees is that it was very easy to climb up. Some of them are very difficult because it doesn't branch till it gets to the crown, and it's a very slippery bark. We go and have a close-up of the bark. But here, because it's so old, there is a number of areas where you can climb up. In fact, when I made this essence, I had ropes and pulleys to make it easier for climbing up it, but we didn't need it.
Boab is one of the most widely used of the bush essences, and it's in many of the different combinations. Boab is in the Abund essence, Adol essence, Confid essence, the relationship essence. Boab is in the men's essence. It's also in the space clearing mist. You can learn more about using the bush essences in our emotional health and well-being webinars. They are taught by myself, Ian White. All the content is available online via our educational portal, and you can join at any time. You can also learn at your own pace and in the comfort of your own home.